kitchen. As always, there are two things when you follow me. One, my dogs live here, so you're probably gonna always hear them in the background in some way. Two, I am pampered, not perfect, so I am just a mom, a housewife that cooks in my kitchen, and I like to share it with you. Plus, I'm a Pampered Chef consultant, so if you have any questions, just let me know. I am actually preparing dinner. We are going to have Creamy Lemon Pesto Chicken over Linguine. And what you're going to need for this recipe, and it's super simple. That's the best part, is that it's going to be ready and on the table in under 30 minutes. We are going to need 6 chicken breasts, 4 ounces each. I'm only going to be using 3 chicken breasts, and I'm going to cut them in half because they are huge. And then we're going to need a lemon zest, which I have here. We're going to need some 2 tablespoons of melted butter, flour, garlic, milk, pesto, basil, linguine noodles, but we're going to use fettuccine noodles. And since I don't have lemon, basil, pepper seasoning, we're going to mix 2 that I do have. So let's go. The first thing we want to do is we want to zest our lemon with our microplane zester. I love this zester. It comes in different adjustments. Just pull the trigger down and you can have it in different ways. So we want to make sure that we can zest an onion. It's not an onion, it's a lemon. We want to at least have 2 teaspoons. So that's what we're going to do first. Now, when you want to get the lemon off of the zester, if you tap it, it should fall down. And I'm getting more on the cutting board than I am in the bowl. I'm going to combine the butter, which is 2 tablespoons, and the flour. And we're going to whisk that until it is creamy. And combined, we are doing this in the classic batter bowl. The classic batter bowl, this goes up to 8 cups, and it is also microwave safe, and it comes with a lid as well. So once we have this combined, we want to add in the lemon zest, which I was able to get the 2 teaspoons, milk, and we have 1 cup of milk. I love the Easy Read measuring cups. Let me know if you have that, because if you have a bad back, you don't want to be bending over, or maybe you just don't want to bend over and measure. The Easy Read measuring cups are perfect. So we're just going to combine that. Milk and garlic. We are going to press, you know what, I never really measure garlic because I feel like garlic is one of those things that really cannot have a measurement. So we are going to do 2 cloves. What I love about our garlic press is that you don't have to peel the garlic first, because when you take this off, you have your little Barbie brush here. First, let's get all of that off. You just take the peel out right after you press it. Let's add 1 more. So we are going to mix that up. We have the garlic, we have the butter mixed well, microwave. Now, once we have this mixed well, I'm going to microwave this on high for 3 to 4 minutes. Covered. Okay, now that our mixture is done and out of the microwave, we are going to add a 1/2 cup of pesto. This is basil pesto. You can prepare your own or buy a jar. Mine was a jar. And we just want to add it to our flour mix. Remember, this is flour, butter, milk, and garlic. We're going to mix that up. Now, I already filleted my chicken breast in half. Now, what we're going to do is add the seasoning. It does call for citrus basil rub, but I'm improvising because I do not have that. So we are actually going to be using lemon garlic for the citrus. sweet basil for the basil part. I like to use a lot of seasoning. Now, of course, how could I forget salt and pepper? We're gonna add some salt and pepper. And we're just gonna do the same thing for the other side. Now, this recipe does call for using a deep cover baker if you have it, because you can stick that right in the microwave and this meal is going to be ready in under 30 minutes. Now for me, I do not need it done quickly, so I'm actually going to use it in the new satin, it is gorgeous, baker, and we're gonna bake it in the oven for about an hour until the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees. But I absolutely love the new white satin stoneware that just came out. This is the baker, plus it also has a tray, and they are also dishwasher safe. So you can serve just like that with this tray and get the set. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so enough about that. What we're going to do now, I'd like to put a little bit of oil into the bottom of the baker, you know, just to give it a little insurance that it's not gonna stick. Let's brush that good. All right, and all you want to do, you're going to layer your chicken. If you have the baker, you can use that, and the recipe does say that you can stack them on top of each other. But I have plenty of room without doing that in this. All right. So then from here, excuse me, I need to put this away because I don't like that. All right. From here, you want to pour your mixture right on top. Just going to spread it around. So this is what we have. Now, the instructions say to microwave this. If you're using a deep covered baker, you're going to microwave it for about 12 to 16 minutes. Yes, you can do chicken in the microwave. Just make sure that it comes to temperature of 165. Also, that is the juiciest chicken I think I've ever had. But we're going to do ours in the oven, so I have the oven preheated at 350. And we're going to cook it for about an hour until it is 165. The recipe calls for boiling your pasta just like you normally would in a saucepan. Wait for the water to boil. I am actually going to be making ours in the rock crock. Now this I am going to make in the microwave, believe it or not. So what I'm going to do, we do not have linguine noodles, we're going to use fettuccine noodles. So we're going to put fettuccine noodles in the rock crock everyday pan, and instead of water, we're going to use chicken broth. The reason I use chicken broth is because it gives it a little extra flavor, because you're not going to drain it, and also it already provides the sodium as well. So that's what we're going to do. All right, it is now time to make the pasta, and just so you know, I put the fettuccine pasta in here, covered it with our chicken broth. We can add just a little bit more. You just want to cover it so it's over the top. And sometimes it does take this whole box, and this box is 32 ounces. I have my reading glasses on and I forgot to take them off. Okay. And then you just want to cover it. We're going to microwave it. We want some, you can do cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes. However, I do not have any. So what I am going to use is Rotel. And this is just really for garnishing, and then also fresh basil. Clean that mess up. I love our smooth edge can opener. If you have little folks in your home, this is the best thing. Or if you're like me and clumsy, you're not going to cut your finger on this ridges. It's perfect. So we just want to drain out any of the juices, because we're just going to sprinkle it over. We're just getting all that ready to go. Since we are changing this recipe up slightly, I will share the full recipe, the easy recipe. I have my fettuccine cooked in the rock crock. One thing about the rock crock, it can go anywhere. It can go in the microwave, the stovetop, the oven, the grill, so it's very versatile. One thing about that too, if you're making any kind of cakes or pies or brownies or anything in a microwave in that, just remember, you don't want to overcook it, and it's very easy to do. So I did these noodles for about 12 minutes, and I don't want to cook them all the way. Because I am actually going to add them into my chicken mixture. Remember, this is the pesto chicken. The chicken's not fully cooked yet either, so I'm going to put it back in the oven. We are going to add our noodles right to the chicken, and we're going to mix them up. Even though there's chicken breast in there, but you want to make sure that this is all covered with all the yummy pesto. And to make it easier, if you want, you can put them in, cut them in chunks. I'm not doing that. I'm going to do a whole chicken breast in here. Just mix it all up, just so that you can get all of those ingredients mixed together. And then when we serve it, we'll serve it over top of the noodles. Add a little bit more. You can never go wrong with too much noodles. I don't like to drain mine because with the starches, it does make it a little bit creamier. Let's add a little color with our rotel tomatoes, or if you chopped up grape tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, you can use those too, but I did not have any. So we are improvising today. Next, we're going to add some fresh basil. Now, the recipe does not call for it, but I am going to add freshly grated Parmesan. Probably a little bit easier if we took this apart. Stick that back in the oven just to keep it warm. Creamy lemon pesto chicken and linguine.